Hell nah, I ain't sleep today, but I'ma be okay. Miss my family on the east, but fuck it, I can't.
What is up, YouTube? Zuki M1 here, and I am back with a brand new League of Legends video. Today I'm bringing you guys a replay of me playing Azir in the mid lane against Yasuo. I was playing this game with a friend of mine's, with two of my friends. You guys see them in quite a few of my videos. I was playing with Unknown Curse and Mabasei. We played quite a few League of Legends games together, so you probably gonna see them in quite a few of my videos. If you want to check out their channels, I will put a link below in the descriptions. So this is a normal. I was just hanging out with the guys or whatever, just playing some league as usual with the guys and stuff like that. And you know, I was really happy with this performance, and I wanted to really highlight some of the key moments that I had in this game against Yasuo. So right now it's the laning phase or whatever, and it's not really too much excitement going on because, you know, we're level 1 and stuff like that. So one thing that I'm trying to make sure that I take advantage of is the range that I have over the Yasuo, right? So the only thing that he can do is try to proc his Q on minions, and by proccing his Q on minions, he should be able to try to, like, you know, shoot out his W so he can last hit minions. But if I harass him too much, he won't be able to do anything of that nature, right? So right now what I'm currently trying to do is make sure that he can't get too close to the minion wave. So right now he's like really low, right? So now I've harassed him to the point where he has to back up, otherwise he runs the risk of getting himself killed. So he's closer towards his turret now because I did end up shoving the wave, so I did make it a little bit safer for him. So right here, I, you know, continue my harassment, continue to have him back up underneath his turret so I can keep a safe distance between, so I can keep him from being able to farm. Because the whole objective is for me to be able to make sure that he cannot touch the CS, and so I can keep advantage in lane. So one of the most key components of Azir in lane is to try to be as suppressive as possible. Prevent your opponent from being able to do anything in lane. So right here, the Yasuo tries to engage on me. He does get a successful engage on me, and I barely was able to trade back on that. So I do end up leaving, but it was a little too late. Now the Yi did manage to kill me there because he accidentally took the execute instead of taking press the attack as his keystone mastery. So it procced after he got his passive to proc on me. So he auto attack, passive, double auto attack, and then that killed me. It went right through my barrier. So now I am 0-1. Sorry guys about my my allergies. I'm just fighting over a cold. But now I'm 0-1. I should have at least 10 or 11 CS at this time. So it put me at a little disadvantage. It really did. I wasn't really too happy about that gank, but you know, that type of stuff happens. I mean, I detected that the gank was coming, but I just wasn't fast enough to get away. I was too low, and that was just me being very arrogant, right? Like, I was going to put myself at a position where I could be punished, and I allowed myself to be punished, and so I was ganked by you. Now right here, the Yasuo runs up into me, right? Now, my W and my E are very different than what they used to be. If you are able to manage to dash into the person, enemy champion, not only will you get a shield, but you will also get an additional soldier. So I was able to bring up 3 soldiers when he attempted to dash into me, and giving me even more harass. So right now, even though Yasuo had a chance to go back to base and get his gold and more items, he put himself at a disadvantage because he took more harass than he was intending to take right here. Now right here, the Yi makes a fatal mistake and tries to fight the the Civ right there. Now the Yasuo could not commit right there because the Yasuo was really low. So the Yasuo couldn't commit. If he would have committed, then it would have been just as bad of a mistake as the Yi making right there, right? So that did manage to give me my first kill. I have about 15 to 16 CS at this point, so I'm recovering quite well. Right now, the Yasuo does try to engage on me right here. He ignites and he auto attacks, but I managed to get my shield off on him. Now, just so you guys know, you do not need to hit anyone when you dash to someone. I mean, when you dash, you will get your shield, and you'll see that later on in this video as well. You do not need to hit anyone. As long as you dash, you'll get your shield, which is so much better than what it used to be, because if I missed that dash, I wouldn't get a shield, and so that would make it very risky in terms of like diving into an enemy champion. So right now I took the future market, so I am overpaying for items. Well, not overpaying, I am borrowing gold to be able to buy items. So currently right now the first item I'm trying to build is the Maricon. I need it for the mana, and I need it for the cooldown as well as the ability power. So it gives you, it's pretty much the standard build for most all AP champions right now. So I rushed this item, I want to say at least like 70% of the time. It depends on the matchup. If the matchup is really bad, I tend to go Hourglass first. If it's okay, then I can go the Morello Malicon. So right here, this is an okay matchup, right? Like, I'm not getting beat up by the Yasuo. If I was getting beat up by the Yasuo, I would rush Hourglass in this situation. So right here, the Yasuo made a mistake and allowed me to dash into him again. Now, he's going to try to attempt to come up closer and take quite a bit of damage. So as right now, he's at 30% of health and is running the risk of being at a very risky situation right here. Now he's going to dash into me, and I'm going to get my soldiers, and it is going to dash right through him, and that is a kill, right? So the Yasuo made a mistake. I hit level 6 before he did. So because I hit level 6 before he did, I had got the additional health and additional mana that I needed for that fight, along with him already taking harassment from the initial trade that we had. So he was in a losing situation right there. Now, what he could have did in that particular situation was just dash up and do some damage and then dash away, right? You don't have to hard commit with Yasuo. You can just dash, Q, dash, right? You don't have to hard commit. Now, right here, my laner just died. I just killed the person, right? So because my laner just died, that means that I can roam down on bot and not have to worry about my laner being able to roam top or a counter roam on me. So right here, I catch the bot lane out of position. They just got done actually beating my bot lane. So I get the kill on Xayah, wasn't the problem right here. Now this one, I got a little cocky. Now, right, I got the kill, right, but at the same time, I felt like if I would have just backed up just a little bit, I wouldn't have died right there. But, you know, I did manage to get the kill, so it's kind of not too bad. And Yasuo didn't end up getting anything from off him roaming down bot as well. So it wasn't really bad at all, per se, if that makes sense. Because, like, let's say, for instance, if I had, if I moved away, right, and I had fought against the Warrior, there could have been like maybe like a 25% chance that Yasuo could have made it to me when I was basing and killed me, right? It's a 25% chance, but it's still a chance, right? And when it comes to games, to chances and stuff like that, you really don't want to risk Yasuo, especially Yasuo, right? Being able to recover if you're able to prevent him from being able to snowball in lane. So right now I am focusing on my farm right now. I should be at like 60 farm at this moment. And you know, the laning is going pretty well. I am 3-1 now. I just got the first stack into the Gathering the Storm, so that gave me 8 ability power. It's not much, but it makes a difference towards late game Azir. Now here I had made a mistake and I summoned the soldier right in front of the turret. So that prevented me from being able to push this turret as fast as possible. Because when you summon a soldier in front of the turret, your soldier dies faster. So I wasn't able to keep a consistent 3 soldiers up to help me shove mid lane faster. Now, I noticed that I didn't notice at first that the Yi is in the jungler. I mean, in our jungle because it wasn't warded. So I'm attempting to try to get mid as quickly as possible without any interference because I hadn't seen Yi pop up on the map yet, right? Now, mid lane is about on a quarter of health right now, and I saw that the Shyvana was able to solo the Yi. So now I have no one to worry about in terms of fighting. Now, I do see the Shyvana fighting against the Oreo, so I do come over here and I engage on the 2 of them. Now, I did manage to kill the Oreo, but I do manage to die in the same here. Now, this play right here really made me appreciate the Xayah player. So she shoot out her ultimate. She let the Shyvana chase after her, and after she had chased after her, she managed to pull the feathers back at an angle that would have caught her and you know, rooted her so she can turn around and auto attack and kill her, right? Now that was very, very clever on the Xayah's part, and I felt like that was really good placement on her ultimate. So I am 3-2. No, I am 4-2 now. And you know, the laning phase is still pretty much relevant right now. Bot lane did manage to lose their turret first, unfortunately, so I won't be getting that first turret gold. Right now, the Yasuo is trying to counter shove my lane right now. So I did manage to do a hefty amount of damage to his mid lane turret. So any type of damage that I put on there would probably take his tower. The Yi did manage to get the Rift Arrow right there, which is really unfortunate. Now, I saw that the Yasuo was trying to roam down there because we do have vision around the map, as you guys can see. And so I tried to prevent him from being able to do so. You know, I'm trying to harass him just a little bit. Now, right here, he tries to engage on me right there. Now, what I would have did in that scenario is I would have tried to attempt to dash closer, right? But he wasn't in a close enough position to be able to do so. Now, he did manage to hit me with the tornado in that particular trade right there, but I had 4 soldiers. That would have been suicide to go into something like that because he would have R'd to me, which would have put him right on top of me. I would have pressed R to push him towards my turret. Yasuo doesn't have any way to get away once I push him towards my turret, and then I would have just sent my soldiers towards his direction to auto attack him and kill him. So the Yasuo knew that, so he didn't follow up with his ultimate. Now we do manage to grab mid lane turret right here, and we begin trying to siege the second mid-tier mid lane turret, right? Now the Yasuo isn't completely alone. The Yi is right there in the jungle. I do realize that there are other people close by. Now the Yasuo does try to engage hard on me under my turret right there. He didn't I mean, I guess he underestimated me right there when I'm already 5-3, but you know, those types of things does happen sometimes. So I do manage to pick up the kill on Xayah right there, and I almost got the kill on the Oreo, but the Shyvana picked up the kill on that, and she also picked up the kill on the Yi. But they would not, they were unable to be able to kill me. So that's pretty much an ace, right? Because I see that the Riven's in the top lane. So this is going to be free pushing. There's nobody here to stop me from being able to push this tower. So I'm trying to put as much damage on this tower as possible. So the Riven does see me pushing the mid lane tower, so she does eventually try to make her way out. Now, I do have to end up making the run for it because the Yasuo does show up. I do not want to give him that shutdown gold, so I do end up leaving instead of trying to fight with him, while I have the Lux there. So I end up heading back and I go to finish my Nauseous Tooth. Now, I do have quite a bit of gold from all the kills that I've gotten and all the minions that I've killed already. I've killed about 107 at this point, but I do manage to still go into debt. Simply just because there are some other items that I was getting, like my boots and things like that, that I needed, and I just simply did not feel like waiting for. So the blue team does manage to catch us in their jungle and manage to get quite a few of us killed right there. So 3 of my allies did manage to get killed in that fight right there. Yasuo did take a hit, and the Oreo, but it was 3 for 2 essentially, and that was not really a good trade for us. But there's nobody really right now at this point that can stop me from being able to shove this lane from what I thought at the moment, right? So I continue to try to shove this lane. I do manage to get the tower, right? But I do manage to die at the same time. I just didn't have enough cooldown, right? So I do manage to get killed right there. I didn't finish the Noxious Tooth completely just yet, so that's why I don't have the maximum 45% cooldown, because I do have the other keystone that allows, I mean not keystone, but the other rune that allows you to have an additional 5% cooldown reduction on your items and just cooldown reduction in general. Also 5% cooldown on your summoning spells as well, which allows me to get to my barrier faster. Now the Yi does manage to pick up the kill right there on my Shyvana, which is starting to become a little problematic, but Curse was able to pick up the kill on the Yi right there. Now the Yi does manage to get the tower, and Riven is shoving top lane right now, so she's going to also get top lane's turret. So they're pushing the lanes really hard, right? And it's really problematic for me, because that puts a lot of pressure on me to be able to make sure that I'm doing my part as the mid laner to try to, I guess, have as big an impact on this game as possible. Now, right there, right, I tried to dash, but because because the Alawi or Curse had used his ability to pull the soul out of the person when I dashed, it made me dash into the person because that counts as an enemy champion. And because it counts as an enemy champion, it blocked my dash. So right there, the Oreo did step up just a little too close and ended up getting the kill right there. I do manage to get the kill on the Yi. I did not need to press R right there, but better safe than sorry, right? I've had situations where I was like, oh man, I should have pressed R and I didn't get the kill. Now the Ribbon does try to dive me right here. I activated my barrier and I activated my E to survive right there. Now I did manage to survive, kill the Yasuo, kill the E, kill the Xayah, and that was the 8 right there. So I am now 12-4, and we are making some real big headway. Now right here, the turret will aggro me, and I dash to block it with my shield that I get from my E. As I told you guys before, you do not, I repeat, you do not need to hit a person to get your shield. Now right there, the Oreo did catch me out of position. He does manage to pick me up right there. So he does get the shutdown goal, which is global goal for the team as well. So the Yi does try to get the engage on the Vayne, but she manages to push him away with the condemn and basically live to fight another day. So we do manage to take up top lane as well right here. Now they do end up managing to die right here, but they also managed to get, I think, at least one person. No, they just got the turret. Okay, so they did get what they came for, right? We counter pushed their push because they took mid turret and they took top turret, but those were the first tier turrets, right? We took both of their second tier turrets, which is way more impactful than for them to take our first tier turrets. So now they are down 4 turrets to our 3 turrets, right? And that makes a big difference in terms of gold, as you guys can see up in the top. It's not too big of a gold swing, as you guys can see. Like, majority of the gold is with me right now, but it's not too huge of a gold swing. So right now I am pushing out bot lane turret because this is the only first tier turret that has not been pushed out yet. And I see that all her teammates are mid right now, so I do not have to worry about anything. Now right here I accidentally hit my my stopwatch because I am currently trying to build my hourglass, and I accidentally hit it, thinking I still have my refillable potions that I normally start in most of my games. So after I shove the turret, I do try to leave, because I do see the enemy team migrating from mid to bot. Now, right here, I do manage to get the kill on the Warrior, but at the cost of me getting killed by the Zaya. Right now, I could have tried to fight a little bit better, because I didn't realize that the Zaya was killing me as fast as she did, because I wasn't paying attention to my health. I was actually paying more closer attention to me trying to DPS the Zaya. So right here, right, their team get caught out of positions and get killed very, very decidedly. And the Yi does manage to get the kill on my friend who was playing Lux. He did manage to get the kill right there. Now he does engage on the Savannah, but he does die right there. But the Zaya does manage to pick that up as well. So now the Riven is going to close in on the Vayne and pick up the kill on that one as well. So so they did manage to get the kill on the Vayne. So right now I am 16 and 5, I want to say, either 16 and 5 or 14 and 5. It's one of the two. So right now the Riven is pushing out mid lane, and I am currently also pushing out mid lane. Now the Riven tries to engage me with the Yasuo right here, so I do activate my wall right here. Now I chase after the Riven, right, to get the kill on that. Now I have 4 soldiers up. The Yasuo does manage to get his ult, but I pop my barrier, then I activate my E, and I manage to get 5 soldiers up at one time to kill both of them at the same time. So that was a really good play on my part, I believe. Now the Yi does dive me right here. I did pick up the kill because he turret dived me, but he did manage to kill me before I was able to really rebuttal with any real damage. Now the my friend Curse is fighting against the Warrior. The Warrior does have a little too much health right now for Curse to be fighting against, so he does end up retreating from that fight, but not too much health for the Savannah, who is perfectly healthy, so she goes and pick up the kill on the Warrior. It takes a little bit longer because, I mean, he is a tank, but she does manage to pick up the kill, and he did quite a bit of healthy amount of damage to her in the run. So they do start to engage on the dragon right here, as you guys can see. So they're getting the dragon, and the blue team is unable to contest it right now because they have to deal with the minion waves pushing in on mid and top. Right. So right now I am currently finishing my items. I believe I've just now finished my hourglass, and I am going to begin working on my Banshee's Veil. Now, the reason why I get these 2 items, even though I'm already at 45% cooldown, is because I take Transcendent. Now, Transcendent gives you additional AP or AD, depending on whichever one you're building. It gives you additional AP or AD for any additional cooldown that you have. So, say for instance, you have an additional 10% cooldown, even though you're already at cap 45, right? That means that you're going to get anywhere between like 50, maybe 60 additional abilities. Now right there, they did try to engage in a team fight right there. The Warrior does miss his ultimate, so we were able to re-engage on it. I did manage to get the kill on the Warrior, and I got the kill on the Yi when he tried to hard focus, right? But he also had to remember that my positioning in the team fight right there, as you guys can see, I was in the center of my 3 allies. Even though one of them was a squishy, he was going to try to attempt to focus me, who is 19 and 5 at the time. Right? So if you're going against somebody who's like really disgustingly fair, you're going to try your absolute hardest to try to shut them down. So you're trying to do everything in your power to make sure that this person is unable to just get all these kills right now, right? So right now, he was able to pick up a kill right there. Now the Warrior does try to come and engage on me. He does manage to mess it up, and then I pick up the turret, and he also stood around a little too long, so I punish him right here with the soldier auto attack and kill him right there. Now this was my fault right here. I stayed and I fought against the Warrior, who is again support, right? So you don't want to engage on the support. That is not a good idea, right? So now I am 19-6. I'm a little distraught by that because, you know, I feel like I should have did something differently right there. Maybe I could have hourglass. Maybe I could have, you know, try to. I already flashed, so I don't know what I could have did differently. Now right here, my boy Mabasei did outplay the Yi. The Yi tries to flash to get the engage on the Lux because he was too far away to Alpha Strike. But he wasn't close enough to Alpha Strike, so she did manage to get the snare. And then once she got the snare, she was able to follow up with the E-R combo, which is patented by most Lux players, and picked up the kill on the Yi pretty easily. So I just now finished my Banshee Veil, as you guys can see. And I am currently looking for team fights right now. I am looking to Siege. Because that was a pretty good engage on that part right there. The Yasuo does manage to knock down my Banshee's Veil with his tornado. So right here we're trying to engage with a team fight right here. We do manage to get into some type of scuffle. I do pick up the kill right there. No, I don't pick up the kill right there, but I do manage to do some hefty amount of damage. I believe I die right here. Yeah, I do. I died to the Zaya, and I did pick up a kill, which made me 20-7. 20-7 or 20-8. No, 20-9. Sorry, guys. I am 20-9 right now. So I'm 20-9, and that really made me kind of nervous because I didn't want double-digit deaths. When you get the double-digit death, I don't know, it just kind of just throws off the whole game for me. So I really wanted to make sure that I didn't get any double-digit deaths in this game, especially seeing how well I'm performing, right? Like the positioning, the execution, and being able to, you know, just basically outplay the opponents that I'm going against. I didn't want it to end on me on a sour note, if that makes sense, right? So. I do come back. I'm level 16, so I'm the highest level on both sides. I have about 250 CS at this time now. So I am 20-9, 250 CS in, and I think I have about like 9 assists, I want to say. So I'm doing pretty well in the assist department, right? Now, I didn't want to engage right there, but I do want to make sure that they cannot shove the mid lane, so I do manage to take out the minion wave. But the Yi does see the Shyvana at the position and he kills her, but the Vayne did follow up and was able to close the kill on the Yi. Now, there was another fight right here. I do manage to get the Yasuo. The Orion does manage to get his ultimate up. Now, I do hourglass right here. Now, the Zaya tries to walk up and try to punish me, and I was able to soldiers to get through and kill her and then kill the Orion, right? So that was the triple kill. And they will surrender right after this. So if you did enjoy the video, please hit the like and subscribe button. But this has been ZukiM1, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Peace.